Welcome to Adventure Life, where we discover secrets that make life more meaningful. Have you ever wondered why successful people often share one common trait? People like Tim Cook of Apple, Oprah Winfrey, and many other successful individuals all have one habit. They wake up very early. But this isn't just about waking up early to get more things done. This is about conquering yourself every day. This is about finding peaceful moments when the world is still asleep. This is about experiencing a part of life that many people never know. In today's video, I'll share touching stories about how early mornings can completely transform your life, not just in productivity, but in your soul. Join me as we explore why those who rise early always have souls filled with the fragrance of life. Let's begin our adventure. Someone once asked, "How can I live the life I desire?" The best answer I found is, simply be someone who demands excellence from yourself. If a person cannot bear the discomfort of self-discipline, they will ultimately endure the suffering that comes from failure and lack, both material and spiritual. Our future lies hidden in how we spend our mornings. A wonderful day will not wait for those who stay up late. Success will never favor those who don't sleep early. Rise early, and you'll discover that this world secretly rewards those who persist. I strongly agree with the saying, live, don't just exist. Some people stay up late, binge watching series episode after episode, fighting sleep, constantly telling themselves, just one more and just one more. Before they know it, it's 2-3 a.m. Then there are those who wake up early to enjoy a healthy morning, exercise, read a book, and benefit from a full night's sleep. They earn the right to experience an energizing and fascinating early morning. Once, I happened to meet a former teacher of mine. Her hair had turned almost completely gray, yet her skin remained rosy. She looked sharp, lucid, and youthful. Her retirement life was unlike many people her age. She wasn't just babysitting grandchildren, watching television, puttering around the house, or simply aging with the passing years. Her thinking remained fresh, profound, and remarkably calm. Each year, she writes a book. Despite her advanced age, she continues to learn new languages. I asked her what her secret was. She told me that even though she was elderly, her habit of waking up at 6 a.m. had never changed. Every day after breakfast, she takes a book to read, sits in a chair on her balcony, and breathes in the fresh air. The city breeze still carries traces of morning dew. There's no noise, just the sounds of birds and insects. Her mind suddenly becomes still and her thoughts become remarkably clear. Before long, she's read nearly the entire book. And so, her day unfolds fully and meaningfully, exactly as she wishes. The value of morning time. Staying up late only diminishes the quality of your life. Rising early can elevate the stature of one's soul. Morning is the best time to test whether a person lives with purpose. If you wake up 1 hour earlier than others each day, it means you gain 30 extra hours in a month. And if you maintain this for a year, you'll have 360 more hours than others. While others are sleeping, you can not only read a favorite book, but also tidy your home and experience a wonderful morning. When others are chased by time, you can direct your time and live according to your own rhythm. It's true that no one can fight aging, but those who maintain the discipline of rising early can gradually become better along the long path of years. Those who stay up late will never smell the wise fragrance of early morning, but those who rise early always have souls infused with the clear fragrance of dawn. I greatly admire a certain type of person who, no matter what difficulties they face, can do one thing, that is, sleep when it's time to sleep, wake when it's time to wake, without hesitation or distraction. It's like the saying, staying up late is because you lack the courage to end the day, and staying in bed each early morning is because you lack the passion to begin a new day. I remember once going on a business trip with a colleague. What happened was that the client company wasn't satisfied with our proposal, so the meeting ended in an unpleasant atmosphere. All that night, I sank deep into self-blame. My mind kept replaying the rejection, I couldn't sleep, and before I knew it, dawn had broken. I reluctantly got out of bed, not knowing how to face what had happened the day before. A while later, my colleague called to invite me to breakfast. During the meal, he noticed my poor mood. He said something to me that I found profound ever since. Conquer the morning first, then you can conquer life. I later learned that while I was still in bed, he had already run 2 laps that morning and had thought of a better solution during his run. In the end, the client company not only agreed to his proposed solution, but also expressed goodwill for long-term cooperation with us. After the business trip, he encouraged me. The evening is the past. Don't overthink it. When morning comes, get up quickly because the turning point in your life begins in this moment. Life is inherently difficult and challenging. If just a little trouble can throw you off rhythm, how can you achieve great things? Early to bed, early to rise is what helps you fully recharge. If you let worries and pressures keep you from being clear-headed, they'll only sweep away your passion for life. People with extraordinary willpower always have long-term goals in mind. They know that thinking about the past solves nothing. Only the present moment after opening your eyes is the future worth moving toward. The sweetness of life will always belong to those who endure hardships while maintaining self-awareness and self-discipline. Some people who rise early have extraordinary lives. As life rushes by, some people waste time in suffering, while others always live joyfully. Whenever I see my neighbor, Mr. Simon, I'm amazed by the power that comes from early morning. Mr. Simon previously went through a terrible period in his life. He broke his left leg in an accident while driving a taxi. His wife of 20 years filed for divorce. He even lost custody of his 2-year-old son. This major shock caused him to live in isolation for a long time. One day, early in the morning, he decided to find a deserted place to end his life. But as he walked dejectedly along the road, he encountered an elderly man doing his morning exercises. Though they were strangers, the old man smiled and greeted him warmly. Continuing forward, he passed a vendor selling steamed buns and vegetables. The seller greeted him from afar with warmth, just as they lifted the steamer lid, releasing billowing steam and fragrant aromas. For years, his losses had submerged him in darkness. Now, these simple moments in the early morning became extraordinarily magical. He suddenly realized this is the true flavor of life. He yearned to truly live, to start over. A hot steamed bun, a cup of milk, and receiving smiles from strangers in the early dawn. These made him suddenly see that this world is worthwhile and no obstacle is insurmountable. He wanted to live a good life and enjoy every early morning. Every time I meet Mr. Simon, I'm immediately infected by his optimism. Isn't it miraculous? Early morning is the time to regenerate vitality. The early morning always has a magical quality that awakens us to step out of the darkest moments in our lives. Sometimes, work doesn't go as planned. Relationships aren't smooth. Minor annoyances can make us feel discouraged. But life is always like this, constantly changing. How does being discouraged change anything? We don't live for others. We can only live so that our own souls feel peaceful and joyful. The early morning is always here to greet you. Realizing this, don't waste any more wonderful mornings in your life. The boundless beauty of life appears in a slice of bread, a fried egg, a warm cup of milk in the morning. The confidence and willpower that have been buried within you for so long now only need you to step out of bed and smile to awaken them. Those who rise early always have lives filled with joy and optimism. People say that time is gold, but perhaps the time of morning is even more precious than gold. If you've been inspired by this video, leave a comment sharing your morning habits or the changes you want to make. Don't forget to subscribe to Adventure Life so you don't miss our next meaningful content about the journey of self-discovery and personal development. Remember, conquer the morning first, then you can conquer life.